Before we continue the review, I just want to say I'm really, really sorry about the quality on the TV from the last part. Just really had a hard time adjusting the camera and getting the quality right. Now I know how to do it, so if you guys don't like how it's seen, really sorry, and don't feel like re-uploading that video just to edit it and go in there just to add a few stuff. That I just don't want to do that, but I'll be sure to keep an eye out for it in the future. This is my first time using this TV too, so without further ado, let's continue. Now, one thing I really do like about the game is definitely the story. I feel this game pays a great homage to the cartoon from the 1960s. I think it does it really, really well. And I like how it incorporates some of Scooby-Doo's most famous monsters and some of fan favorites monsters. And really keeps the tone of the cartoon as opposed to the movie. And that's seen through its story, which feels a lot like something you would see in an episode of Scooby-Doo. But it does its own thing with giving a unique story to it. So the story for this game I find to be really, really well done and definitely does a great job paying homage to the original cartoon. So the story is really, really good. And if you're a fan of Scooby-Doo and you want to see something new done with it and just you don't like Scooby-Doo, What's New Scooby-Doo, or whatever the heck that piece of trash is called, play this game. You'll feel like a child again. So the story is really, really great. The graphics for this game are phenomenal. Each scene really puts like a lot of emphasis on what made the show really, really great, and really feels like the creators went out of their way to make you feel like you were in an episode of the cartoon, or you were basically in the middle of one controlling it. And I really love that about the game. I really feel THQ really... You can tell THQ loves the cartoon, and that is seen through the graphics, because each scene in this well, I shouldn't say in this movie, because we're not talking about the movie. Each scene in this game feels like a nod to a few episodes in the cartoon. And that is not just through the people you fight, but that is also through a lot of basically the areas around you, the areas you explore. Each is a nod to particular episodes of Scooby-Doo. So that is one thing that I really, really enjoy about the graphics. And that is all backed up by the amazing technology that the PS2 gives. And pretty soon, Xbox and GameCube owners will be able to experience all that. Another part of the game where the graphics really succeed are in the cutscenes. Each cutscene has great lip syncing and really represents the tone of the show through its humor. And the voice acting in this game is tremendous. Grey Delisle as Daphne, Frank Welker, Scooby-Doo's voice is there, Shaggy's voice is there, and you even have a couple of celebrity cameos. For example, Don Knotts is in this game, and the final touch for the villain goes to Tim Curry, aka as I know him as Pennywise the Clown, or the sweet transvestite from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And Tim Curry is the highlight of the voice acting. He does a fantastic job in this game. He has great charisma as this villain. He's all around creepy. His voice really matches with the character. I mean, he's not going for like the Pennywise the Clown performance, which to me is his best performance. But here, he does a great job as the villain. And Don Knotts also is really funny, and he's done Scooby-Doo before, so pretty much, yeah. The game has great lip syncing, great graphics all around. Really represents the tone of the show, but what about the gameplay? Now, when you start the game, you're basically conjoined to this specific area where there's basically all these gates. For example, right here, as you guys can see, you have specific areas in this huge area in the game. And basically, these levels that add to this huge area spread the game out and make it huger than how you guys see it right now. But in order to get into these levels, you have to find keys. And how you find the keys is basically, you go into a particular level, and there'll be a key in a specific level, and you'll need to do a challenge in order to beat it, or you'll need to have a specific ability in order to basically get the key. As you go through these particular levels, your main source of power up is, can anybody guess it? Seriously, can anybody guess it? And I want everybody to think hard. Because if you don't get this, you're not a Scooby Doo fan. Scooby Snacks! Yeah, because they needed a way to get them made into graham crackers, or at least promote them. But yeah, the Scooby Snacks are basically your way of health in this game, and they also serve as a power-up. I really wish, though, that there could have been additions to basically the health, because at times, there's only a certain amount that you can make the health to, but I really wish that there was more variety on the health, because I think it would have benefited it more, because there will be points where you do need more health, especially when you get to a boss, which we'll tackle later. But yeah, basically, you go through each level with your Scooby Snacks, but basically you go through each level, and some points you'll come across inventions that'll help you get through a particular level, because believe me, you will need these inventions. You need them more than ever, and your life will depend on them. Whether you like it or not, these inventions will save you. For example, right here, if you guys can't tell, or if you guys didn't see earlier, right now, I have the double jump on me, which will help you jump higher and get to much better places. And with that double jump ability, you're able to basically get around more. There's some points where you might need them, especially with parts like this. And pretty much, you also have like boots, which will help you get through this tar. And there's also bubble gum, which will help catch stuff for you. And the inventions themselves are really, really unique. But that does come with a problem, though, because you don't really use the inventions that often. And at times when you use them, they really just feel there for decorations. And when they are used, they're so quickly used that you completely forget that you even have the invention. So, really wish that that could have been handled better, or at least could have made the inventions be more of a use to you than they are now. Now, as I said, as you go through each level, you'll have particular enemies to fight. For example, right here, even the crabs will try to kill you. The littlest thing will try to kill you in this game. So, pretty much have those inventions ready and make them worthwhile. Because pretty much, yeah, you're going to need to watch your back. And that brings up another problem to me, is at times, if you guys didn't see when I jumped on that rope, the hit detection in this game feels marginally unfair in some points, because there'll be some points when I do get hit, and when you do get hit, it'll be at some moment when you pretty much haven't even been touched, or pretty much when you aren't like an inch close to them. And I'll show you when I find a particular bad guy. Just take a look at this Wonder Bread. Wait for it. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Did you guys even see that? He barely touched me in that part. The hit detection in this game sucks. And I feel it's really unfair. Accompanied by the lack of attacks that you have in this game. But, yeah, I really also felt the attacks could have been better. And I know Scooby Doo isn't a fighter, but there are particular episodes when you do see him fighting, so why not use that in this game? Since you are basing it off a cartoon and not the friggin' movie. Oh wait, in the movie he was also fighting for himself, so pretty much, yeah, that's one of the biggest complaints about the game is pretty much the hit detection. Because there are points in this game when I was on a boss and I was easily hit. And that becomes so annoying that it can kill you so fast. Literally, it can kill you so fast. Let me just hit this guy. But yeah, that's one of the most annoying things about this game. It got on my freaking nerves. As I said, there are bosses in this game, and the bosses in this game I feel are really well done, and feel they really captured the cheer and the fun that we had watching the show. Because if you're gonna do a Scooby Doo game, to me, get creative with the bosses. Don't be lazy, because if you're in the world of Scooby Doo, there's a lot you can do with them, and this game does a great job with its bosses. It does a good job being creative, and it does a fantastic job really bringing them to life, and really being just not being boring. Granted, you have an easy pattern to perform, like right here, like you're gonna remember to do that 24/7, but overall, I think they're really well done, and I like the fact that the bosses themselves don't overstay their welcome, like a lot of bosses in games do, and that really works with the game, and I feel that a lot of game bosses should do that, not overstay their welcome, while also offering a sort of difficulty that'll stay for a short period of time. So, I definitely feel that the bosses in this game are definitely really well done and really add to the game's humor, and I think really capture the fun that we had watching the show. It comes down to this now. Is Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights worth your money? Yes. Yes, it is. If you did not like the movie, which I disagree with, I love the movie, and you want to show your kids the real Scooby-Doo, definitely pick up this game. This is a really good game. It has a great storyline to it. It has great graphics. It pays a great homage to the cartoon. The character animations are how you remember them. The sound is spectacular, and the gameplay is fun. However, there are some problems regarding the gameplay. For one thing, the hit detection really can be unfair in some parts, as you guys saw right there. And also, the game seems a little bit too easy. Not counting the bosses, the game seems a little bit too easy in some parts, and you'll find yourself beating the game in one day, which is not a good thing. Because for me, I want to take time beating my games, and this game is so easy that you'll want to beat it in one day. Granted, I took it slowly, but yeah, I really felt the game should have had a little bit more challenge to it, not regarding the bosses, which do have their challenges, but they're not overstaying their welcome like a lot of other bosses do, as I said. I just feel a lot of the other levels feel a little too easy, and at some points could have used a little more challenge, because granted, this is aimed at a younger audience, but I know adults are going to want to pick this game up because they grew up with Scooby-Doo, and this is a game they'll definitely be playing, but I really felt the game should have had a little bit more challenge. And I also don't like the fact that the inventions are underused, because those are like one of my favorite parts in the game, and the hit detection really sucks, and the lack of attacks really caused this game to really downgrade for me. But overall, Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights is definitely a good game, and it's enough for it to give it a 7 out of 10. It's definitely a really good game. If you like the Scooby-Doo cartoon, you'll definitely like this game, and I'm glad I got to play it. So, yeah, definitely a really good game. If you didn't like the Scooby-Doo movie, go pick this game up, and if you want to show your kids the real Scooby-Doo, pick up this game. But yeah, and in a month or so, we're going to get the GameCube version, and later in the year, we're going to get next year, we're going to get the Xbox version. So pretty much, watch out for those if you want to get that game if you don't have a PS2. But definitely pick the game up if you have a PS2. But that is my review for Scooby Doo Night of 100 Frights. Now, if you excuse me, I had to get something done before my next review. We gotta finish solving the mystery. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Game Time with Pete.